Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Yamuna Hare Krishna, Jayam Vishnapat Paramahamsa, Riva Jagacharya, Astuttara Sutta Sishima, the Divine Bliss ISKCON, Founderacharya, Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Dhira Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnapat Paramahamsa, Riva Jagacharya, Astuttara Sutta Sishima, the Divine Bliss Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Guru Vaishnavrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Jai. Friends, go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shampur Radha Kunda Giri Guruvardhana Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. Glory to Shishi Guru Sri Gauranga. Narayanam Namaskritya Narachaiva Naruttamam Divim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Ashtapraisha Bhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasmriti Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurvritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manodvishtam Savicharam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Chat Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathan Pitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakam Vitam Nischa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneswari Prisabhanusviti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sundhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Granted Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 2, text number 36. Na name rupa guna janma karma bir. Na nama rupe guna janma karma bir. Irupyataye tabathasa shakshina. Irupitaye tabathasa shakshina. Manovashvabhyam anumeya bharatmano. Manovashvabhyam anumeya bharatmano. Devakiyayam patiyante atapiti. Devakiyayam patiyanti atapihi. Nanam rupe guna janma karma dir. Irupyataye tavatasa sakshinaha. Manubhashubhyam anumeya varmano. Deva kriyayam patiyantatapihi. Namarupe gunajanma karamagiri. Irupitaye tavatasa sakshina. Manubhashubhyam anumeya varmano. Deva kriyayam patiyantatapihi. What is this? Shobani Tanumeya Vatmano Deva Priyayam Katiyam Na Not Namarupe the name and form Guna with attributes Janma appearance Karma Bihi activities or pastimes Nirupitaye are not able to ascertain Tava your Tashya of him Chakshinaha who is a direct observer Manaha of the mind Pachobhyam words Anumeya hypothesis Vartmanaha the path Deva O Lord Kriyayam in devotional activities Pratiyanti they realize Ata api still he indeed you can be realized by the devotees. Translation and purport by Divine Grace C. Bhakti Dhira Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. O Lord, your transcendental name and form are not ascertained by those who merely speculate on the path of imagination. Your name, form, and attributes can be ascertained only through devotional service. Please repeat. O Lord, your transcendental name and form are not ascertained by those who merely speculate on the path of imagination. Your name, form, and attributes can be ascertained only through devotional service. Purport, as stated in the Padma Purana, Ata Shri Krishna Namadi na Bhavet Grahyam Indriyahi Sebon Bukehi Jiwadho Swayam Evasporati Adha. One cannot understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality, and presence of Sri Krishna through one's materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental name, form, quality, and presence of the Lord revealed to him. Since Krishna and his transcendental name, form, and activities are all of a transcendental nature, ordinary persons or those who are only slightly advanced cannot understand him. Even big scholars who are non-devotees think that Krishna is fictitious. Yet, although so-called scholars and commentators do not believe that Krishna was factually a historical person whose presence on the battlefield of Kurukshetra is recorded in the history of Mahabharata, they feel compelled to write commentaries on Bhagavad Gita and other historical records. Sebon Mukehi Jiwado Swayam Eva Sporati Adha. Krishna's transcendental name, form, attributes, and activities can be revealed only when one engages in his service in full consciousness. This confirms Krishna's own words in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 55. Bhaktya mama bijanati yavan jastasmi tatvataha tatu mam tatvatu gyatva visati tadanantaram. One can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as He is only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of the Supreme Lord by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. Only by Sivon Mukha, by engaging oneself in the Lord's service, can one realize the name, form, and qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. O Lord, the demigod said, the impersonalists who are non-devotees cannot understand that your name is identical with your form. Since the Lord is absolute, there is no difference between his name and his actual form. In the material world, there is a difference between form and name. The mango fruit is different from the name of the mango. One cannot taste the mango fruit simply by chanting mango, mango, mango. But the devotee who knows that there is no difference between the name and the form of the Lord chants Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and realizes that he is always in Krishna's company. For persons who are not very advanced in absolute knowledge of the Supreme, Lord Krishna exhibits his transcendental pastimes. They can simply think of the pastimes of the Lord and get the full benefit, since there is no difference between the transcendental name and form of the Lord. There is no difference between the transcendental pastimes and the form of the Lord. For those who are less intelligent, like women, laborers, or the mercantile class, the great sage yesterday wrote Mahabharata. In the Mahabharata, Krishna is present in his different activities. Mahabharata is history, and simply by studying, hearing, and memorizing the transcendental activities of Krishna, the less intelligent can also gradually rise to the standard of pure devotees. The pure devotees, who are always absorbed in the thought of the transcendental lotus feet of Krishna, and who are always engaged in devotional service and full Krishna consciousness, are never to be considered to be in the material world. Sri Rupa Goswami has explained that those who are always engaged in Krishna consciousness by body, mind, and activities are to be considered liberated, even within this body. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Those who are engaged in devotional service of the Lord, they have already transcended the material position. Krishna appears in order to give a chance to both the devotees and the non-devotees for realization of the ultimate goal of life. The devotees get the direct chance to see him and worship him. Those who are not on that platform get the chance to become acquainted with his activities, and those become elevated to the same position. Brahma Samhita, the Brahma Samhita 538 says, Premanjana Surita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hridaya Vilokayanti Jamshama Sundar Machinte Guna Sarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Although Krishna's transcendental form is presented as black, Devotees who are in love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead appreciate the Lord as Shyama Sundara, having a very beautiful blackish form. The Lord's form is so beautiful that the Brahma Samhita 530 also states, Benum Kwanantam Arabinda Dalaya Takshan Moraharabatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangan Kandarapakoti Kamandiya Bisesa Sobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who plays on his transcendental flute. His eyes are like lotus flowers. He is decorated with peacock plumes, and his bodily color resembles the color of a fresh rain black cloud. Although his bodily features are more beautiful than millions of cupids, this beauty of the Supreme Lord can be seen by devotees who are in love with him. Devotees whose eyes are anointed with love of Godhead, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Dhira. The Lord is also known as Giridhari or Girivara Dhari, because Krishna, for the sake of his devotees, lifted Govardhan Hill. The devotees appreciate the Lord's inconceivable strength, but non-devotees, in spite of directly perceiving the Lord's inconceivable strength and power, regard the Lord's activities as fictitious. This is the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee. Non-devotees cannot give any nomenclature for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet, the Lord is known as Shyama Sundara and Giridhari. Similarly, the Lord is known as Devkinandan and Yashodanandan because he accepted the role of son for Mother Devki and Mother Yashoda. And he is known as Gopal because he enjoyed the sport of maintaining the cows and calves. Therefore, although he has no mundane name, he is addressed by devotees as Devkinandan, Yashodanandan, Gopal, and Shyama Sundara. These are all transcendental names that only devotees can appreciate and non-devotees cannot. The history of Krishna, the Supreme Person, the history of Krishna as a person has been openly seen by everyone. Yet, only those who are in love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead can appreciate this history. Whereas, non-devotees who have not developed their loving qualities think that the activities, form, and attributes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are fictitious. Therefore, this verse explains, Nama rupe guna janma karma biri irupitaye tabatasya shakshina. In this connection, Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakura has given the example that persons suffering from jaundice cannot taste the sweetness of sugar candy. Although everyone knows that sugar candy is sweet. Similarly, because of the material disease, non-devotees cannot understand the transcendental name, form, attribute, and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although they actually see the Lord's activities, either through authority or through history. The Puranas are old, authentic histories, but non-devotees cannot understand them, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the essence of Vedic knowledge. Non-devotees cannot understand even the preliminary study of transcendental knowledge, Bhagavad Gita. They simply speculate and present commentaries with absurd distortions. In conclusion, unless one elevates himself to the transcendental platform by practicing Bhakti Yoga, one cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead or his name, form, attributes or activities, but if by chance, by the association of devotees, one can actually understand the Lord and his futures, one immediately becomes a liberated person. As the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 4:9, Janma karma tamedi byam evam yobeti tatatahan takpa diham punara janma naitimam itis orjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So Rupa Goswami has therefore said that by affection and love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, devotees can express their mind to him with their words. Others, however, cannot do this, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Bhaktya mama bijanati yavan just as me tatvataha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It's very noble words. He has taken the word. Okay. It was they take small portion. Just small portion. We'll take a small portion. Prabhupada said, quoting from Rupa Goswami, also quoted from Padma Purana, Ata Shri Krishna na Madi na Bhaved Grahyam Indriya. And also in Bhagavad Gita chapter 7, text 25, Lord Krishna himself explained, I reserve the right, I have my authority, I have my right not to give myself to anybody and everybody. Krishna said, I have that authority. Means we cannot force Krishna to give himself to us. We cannot. Nobody has that power. Krishna is Swarat, completely independent, fully independent. It is Krishna's nature. He is fully 100% at all times independent. Mother Yashoda is mentioned, he confirms that herself. Krishna, you are too independent. That's why you are suffering. Before you came, we are seniors. We are seniors. We have been peacefully worshipping Indra, and everything was going on very nicely. You just, how many days you came now? How many days? Now you have power to tell us you are senior. Don't worship Indra. You see the consequences? You are carrying this mountain for how many days now? This is a punishment for one who does not follow the authority. One who does not have respect for authority will always suffer. See, we are suffering, carrying mountain now. Who can disobey authority and be peaceful? There's a problem. They're too independent. Madhu Mangala said, my dear mother, don't talk like this. My friend is not carrying the mountain. So he's not suffering. As a Brahmana, with my mystic power, I'm simply supporting the mountain with my stick. So you don't carry anything. You don't carry anything. He's a small boy, he cannot do this. Brahmana. Power. You see, by mystic power. Or the Yashoda says, you are so impudent. You are always talking nonsense. See. What is the pleasure in lifting a mountain? What is the pleasure in lifting a mountain? One does not lift a heavy weight and be smiling. Have you seen those who lift weight? Do they smile? Or you have seen Mr. Atlas? Mr. Atlas. Have you seen the picture? Mr. Atlas? He's smiling? What is he doing? No, he's not carrying. He's struggling. He's struggling to carry. Therefore, he's not happy. Not smiling. So, nobody can carry weight and be smiling. He'll be struggling to maintain the weight or the load they carry. But Christian was not struggling with the mountain, Giri. Govardhan. He was not struggling with the Govardhan. He wasn't, Christian was not. That is why he used the smallest finger to do that. He used his small finger to show the strength of his finger. He used the left one to lift it so we can see how supreme and independent he is. That is Krishna. Therefore, he is fully independent to do anything he likes at any time. That's Krishna. For anyone to understand this supreme independent person, for anyone to do that, especially for all of us who have derailed and fallen out of the mercy of Krishna, for any one of us to know him, the solution is given. Sevon buke hi jiwahadho. Sevon mukha. Sevon mukha. Swayam eva spurati adha. There are two things that we have the strength to do. We have to use our tongue to change Krishna's name. Our tongue should be engaged in chanting. Jiwa do. Muke. With our tongue, we should chant the holy name of Krishna and taste Krishna's prasadam. These two things we can do. By doing this, our senses, which I call here, Grahyam Indriyahi, our blunt senses. Blunt. What is blunt? This is blunt. Understand? This is blunt. It means what? Yes, very dull, densely dark. They cannot perceive anything. You cannot perceive anything. This machine, does it feel? Does it have any feeling? This is our nature. This is our situation. Grahyam Indriyahi, blunt senses, like ink, right? Ink can see. Ink, can they see? So our senses does not have power to perceive anything, even things materially. What of the spiritual thing which is 100% outside the material jurisdiction? What is the hope? The only hope is Sevod Jiwahado, chanting the holy name of Krishna. What did this blunt sense is? Lord Krishna is so transcendental, deep beyond. Krishna is so transcendental that by engaging these blunt senses in chanting the name of Krishna, which is not different from Krishna himself, Krishna will help us to get rectified. So we need renovation in our life. Renovation. Renovate. What does it mean, renovate? To renovate, what does it mean? Thank you. To amend. Amend something which is already there, not constructive. So we can renovate our life because the soul is originally there, but it is covered with our whimsical activities. So the holy name of Krishna, which is not different from or superior to Krishna himself, has the potency to renovate our lives. So it is said here, Na ma rupe. Your name and form, rupa, and guna, the qualities, janma, appearance, karma, be your activities, or the persons can be understood only by your causeless mercy. Yesterday we were mentioning, when Krishna himself was speaking, if I don't reveal my steps to somebody, nobody has the strength to understand me. Even if I'm standing face to face with the person, and talking with the person, sitting with the person, cannot understand. What is the distance between the jiva and the super soul? What is the distance? What is the distance between the jiva and the super soul? What is the distance between us and the super soul?
Very close.
Do you understand my question? Jiva and the super Atma, what is the distance between us? Very close. The same place, at the same place, sitting together, touching each other. Is it not? We are very close, touching each other. So, practically speaking, there is no distance because we are together. But in reality, very, very fast. You see, Radha Govinda Ki Jai. By our whimsical activities, we are millions and billions or trillions of miles away from each other. That is it. Our activities have created the demarcation between us. Yes. So, Sakshinaha, the word used here is Sakshinaha. Sakshinaha, Prabhupada said, who is the direct observer? Who is the direct observer? The Sakshinaha refers to two persons. To us, conditioned souls, means we are outsiders who are not participating with Christians' spiritual activities. So the word Sakshinaha means we are outsiders who are not participating. The Sakshinaha also can mean the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Anubhanta Upadrasta. He observes everyone carefully, minutely. No one can escape the vision of Krishna. Nobody can do that. Therefore, he is the only one who can give us permission to do anything. That means we are 100% dependent. We are 100% dependent on Krishna for everything. So everything. Independence means you are a liberated pure soul. That's independence. Without that, there is nothing like independence. Independence on the condition level is ignorance. It's foolishness. So, by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can realize him. And also by seeing the beautiful form of Krishna, one can also see him. One get purified by looking at Lord Krishna. See how beautiful Radha Gobind is. Jagannath Balade Subhadra, Devi, Sudarshan Chakra, Sri Gora Nitai. Just see. Just see. Beautiful. This is a feast for devotee. Simply by looking at Lord Krishna. Not even to offer to Krishna. Simply by looking at Tosi Devi. Simply by touching. Simply by celebrating. Simply by inhaling. One get completely purified and attain pure love for Godhead. So what is this? What about the source of that person or object that can give us such a transcendental realization position? What about that person himself? Huh? Is it difficult? Yes, it's difficult only because we are shakshinaha, outsiders. We are simply observing from outside and we are speculating according to the level of our ignorance. We speculate. Right? Pakasananda Saraswati, the greatest scholar, what was his understanding about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? What did he understand about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He is not a sannyasi. A sannyasi is to waste his time sitting on a tree and speculate. Just pick somebody, nobody can understand you. That's a sannyasi's duty. He is simply dancing in the street like a sentimentalist. This is a disgrace to sannyas ashram. That is the only thing he could understand about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yet, Hussain Shah Maharaj is a demon. He is Jarasandha. In Krishna Lila, he is Jarasandha. In Chaitanya Lila, he is Maharaj Hussain Shah. A demon. When he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, tell me, this sannyasi who just came to my kingdom now, tell me something about it. I want to hear something about it. The devotee was afraid. He's a demon. He can do anything. So the devotee, no, he's just a Bengali sannyasi. He's very poor. And he's always feeling hungry, so he's always crying. That's all about him. He only cries. He follow the ground out of hunger. So don't think about him. Just forget him. Hussain Shah said, no, you are making offense. He is the person we call Allah. Don't talk about him like that. You don't know. He is the supreme Godhead. For Hindus, we call him Allah, the same person. Don't talk like that. Let me prove to you that he is a supreme person to God. I'll give you a perfect example. See, all of you working here with me, all of you are working with me. Why are you working with me? With the salary. If I stop paying your salary, everybody is gone. That's sannyasi. Look at the people following him. He is paying nothing to them, but he has such amount of people following him. He is Bhagavan. Did he study scriptures to understand this? This is fortune. Because Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, worked with him. They gave him association every day for years. He became purified. Seeing Rupa Sanatana Goswami every day, demon became purified to see the Lord. Therefore, Rupe, Nama, Rupe, the form and the name of Krishna are the same with him. There's no difference. And his activities, the same. His entourage, the same. Nothing is different from Krishna. Therefore, coming in contact with Krishna can cleanse all unnecessary things, all the badranis, nasta pesu abadreni, abadreni, abadreshu, nasta, be destroyed. All. But the knees be completely removed. Completely removed. Kneel. Make zero. Huh? That is association with the supreme transcendence. You bring us to that platform. So, we are not doing anything which is ordinary. Worshipping the transcendental form of the Lord, chanting the holy name of the Lord. Prabhupada gave an example of a mango. One cannot say mango, 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 and enjoy mango. Not even chanting. You cannot hold mango in the hand and experience it. You may enjoy the texture of the mango is so very nice. You can even get the aroma, right? Have you tasted apple mango before? Apple mango. Have you tasted apple mango? You miss it. Apple mango. Oh. Okay, what of kerosene mango? Kerosene mango. Kerosene. No? Never tasted. You have tasted. There is mango. Can you forget the aroma, the taste? No. Yes. Until you taste it, then you can feel it. Without that, you can enjoy the aroma and the texture. You can enjoy all these things, even the beauty. When it's ripe, it's yellow, fresh yellow. But you will not enjoy it until you taste it. But the name Krishna and Krishna's form, they are transcendental. Therefore, simple chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, you will go back to Godhead without a doubt. Hare Krishna. We cannot cover it. There's so many things loaded, but no time to do that. Any comment or question before we close?
Yes, Maharaj.
Which country you are asking from?
No, from this country. Thank you, Maharaj, for the wonderful insights.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, in this age, the sacrifice of chanting. Suppose somebody say, I only chant, I don't do any activity, I don't want to do, I can't do anything, only I chant. I need to back.
The holy name alone. Nam Makari Bahudandi Jasarava Saktis Tatara Pitani Metes Maranena Kalam Pitadrisi Tabakripa Bhagavan Mama Pi Durutaiva Mutisa Mihajanina no Ragaha. The holy name alone, just alone, is sufficient to take us back to it. Nothing else. Just chanting. You can go. But we don't have that quality. We don't have that quality. To chant the holy name alone and go back to Godhead. Therefore, the other day we mentioned, Srila Prabhupada very intelligently and compassionately gave us deity worship. Deity worship is not in Kali Yuga. Deity worship is in Dwarpa Yuga. Treta Yuga. It's in Treta Yuga. But Prabhupada gave us deity worship also in Kali Yuga. It is not our prime duty. Why did he do that? Because he knows our nature, it is not up to the standard to chant the holy name alone. Therefore, he divided our day. He divided our day. He gave us time to chant. He gave us time to do other services. He gave us time to hear Bhagavatam. He gave us time to do other activities. He gave us time to eat. He divided all this so that the mind can be occupied. But if there is someone here, he want to do only holy name, like Haridas, let him do. If you have a person like that, you're not going to eat. You not eat. You simply sit down and chant from morning till night. After one round, you take 1 grain of rice. 2 rounds, 1 grain of rice. Until the evening, that quantity is what you're going to use to eat. If you chant 108, how many is that? 108 grain. That's what you cooked and eat for a day. Nothing more. I want to see that person. If he's not there, then we should do everything that Prophet has given to us in this movement. We should do that. We should follow it. Time for japa is japa, not for discussion. Time for bawatan is bawatan, not for japa. Time for deity worship, deity worship. Time for going up for harina for sankirtan, we should do that. Time for coming back for prasada, we should do that. We will be successful. If we jump outside, we will succeed. Hare Krishna. Yes, bro.
Thank you very much. Please, regarding the name, I heard once that Prabhupada was saying that if you remember your own name, you go back to God. So can you elaborate?
Yes. If you remember Chaitanya Bhagavat, what is Chaitanya Bhagavat? If you remember Chaitanya Bhagavat, two names are Krishna's name put together. Say what? If you remember Bhagavan, devotee, and Krishna himself, what is nature, you go back to Godhead. But you cannot remember that without chanting Hare Krishna. We remember our name by chanting Hare Krishna mantra to help us to remember the name. It is not possible for conditional soul to remember our name. It is Krishna's mercy when he sees the quality of our activity for the whole lifetime. Krishna will add all that together, and from there he will help us to remember himself. Then we'll go back to God. I told you to give me a name, they didn't give me, but you get angry. Give me your name. Not you. Yes, so